Hello everyone, welcome to my series on English grammar. Do you know what are finites and non-finites? What is their difference? Do you know the common errors related to infinitive, gerund and participle? So, this video will give you complete information. Watch this video till the end. This is Rekha Sharma. Let's start the video. See the examples. Let's understand through examples. We play chess. Ram plays chess. The action word play or plays. In the first sentence we have used play. Why? In the second sentence we have used plays. Why? So let's find out the answer. We is plural subject and Ram is singular subject. It means play or plays. The verb has changed its forms as per the number and person of the subject. The number and person of the subject has affected the form of the verb. So, play or plays, they are used in present simple tense. Okay. Plays is a singular verb and play is a plural verb. As the basic rule says, a singular subject takes a singular verb and a plural subject takes a plural verb. So don't be confused. In the next example, they have finished. They is a plural subject, third person pronoun, and we have used the verb plural verb, that is have finished. So here have is helping verb and finished is the main verb. So helping verb. And here play or plays main verbs. So again, have finished is affected by the number and person of the subject, they. Next example is you. You may be a singular or a plural, but it always takes a plural verb. Remember this. And here are is linking the two parts of a sentence. That is subject and the remaining part of the sentence. So it is working here as a linking verb. Okay. So we have come to know that the verb changes its forms as per the number and subject of the as per the number and person of the subject. It also changes its verbs. So such verbs are known as finite verbs. What do you call it? Finite verbs, because they are limited by the number and person of the subject. So a finite verb can be a main verb, as in the first two examples, play or plays, main verb. It can be a helping verb, as in the third example, have finished, this is a helping verb. And in the fourth sentence, it is a linking verb. Are is a linking verb. So a finite verb agrees with its subject in its number or person. It means there should be an agreement between the two. If there is no agreement, if you don't follow the basic rules, then your sentence will be wrong. It changes its forms as per the tense of the sentence, present tense, past tense, future tense. It is the main verb of a sentence or a clause. So it is clear now what is a finite verb. Let's come to next set of examples and try to find out what is a non-finite verb. You see in the examples there are two verbs, tries to solve, try to solve, try to solve. Which verb is changing its forms? That is try. Tries, try, tried. Which verb is not changing its forms? To solve. To solve, to solve. It is the same. No change in the form. Try is changing its forms because it is affected by the number and person of the subject, he, we or she. But to solve is not affected by the number and person of the subject, he, we or she. And it is also not changing its tense, as try is changing its tense. So, try is finite verb and to solve is non-finite verb. So, a non-finite verb is not affected by the number and person of the subject. It does not change its forms. It is always used with a finite verb because it can't stand alone. It does not give its complete sense. So it needs the help of a finite verb to make its sense complete. It does not make a complete sentence. So I hope the difference is clear. The verb try changes its forms. It is limited by the number or person of the subject. So it is a finite verb. But to solve does not change its forms. It is not limited by the number or person of the subject. So it is a non-finite verb. So let's understand the main points. Non-finites do not change their forms. Remember this. Because the number and person of the subject does not bring a change in the form of a non-finite verb. Okay. It also does not change its tense. They cannot make a complete sentence. Moreover, they require a finite verb to complete its sense. They are not main verbs. They don't act as main verbs. What do they act as? They act as noun, adjective and adverb. So that is the difference between the finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Next, important points. Kinds of non-finites: infinitive, gerund, participle. Remember this. What is infinitive? How to form infinitive? To go. It means we have to add to the first form of the verb. So to plus go. So that is to go. So this is our infinitive. To go, to read, to play, to see. I have seen many children making mistakes while doing the exercise on editing. To go, they don't write first form of the verb with to. So remember, to always takes the first form of the verb. Okay. Now the next is gerund. How it is formed? This is known as verb plus ing. How it is formed? By adding ing to the first form of the verb. In both cases, gerund and participle, we form them by adding ing to the first form. Reading, playing, reading, writing. So are they same or there is a difference? There is a difference. Let's find out. First of all, we will try to collect information about infinitives. Two kinds of infinitives, with to or without to. With to means simple infinitives or without to means bare infinitives. Infinitives with to. For example, to go, to read, to play. It means we have added to the first form of the verb. But in bare infinitives, without to is called bare infinitives. We don't write to. To is understood. The example is go, read. We don't add to. To is not written here. In bare infinitive, we don't write to. So remember this. There are certain verbs which take bare infinitive. So learn these verbs. Will, shall, must, dare, need, could, might, can, may, should, except used or ought. What does it mean? With ought or used, we use infinitive with to, ought to, used to. But the rest of the verbs do not take infinitive with to. They take bare infinitives. Second set of verbs which take bare infinitives, they are bid, let, make, see, hear, had better, had rather, would rather, sooner than, rather than. They always take bare infinitives. Okay? Generally take bare infinitives. Now, these are the examples and you have to find out whether the bare infinitive is correct or the infinitive with to is correct in a particular sentence. I love to play or play indoor games. To play is correct, not play. He would rather die or to die. As I have told you, Such expressions take bare infinitive, so die is correct. And beg or to beg is correct. That is bare infinitive. She made her stand, wait, again bare infinitive, not infinitive with to. His mother asked him to post, not bare infinitive. The teacher bade me enter, that bare infinitive is used. She had better ask or to ask permission, so ask is correct, not to ask. Such expressions, had better, would rather, they take bare infinitives, so remember this. Following verbs take the infinitive with to, remember. Agree, allow, ask, decide, expect, fail, intend, learn, manage, promise, refuse, seem, want, wish. These verbs generally take infinitive with to. He refused to follow. He promised to help. Use of the infinitive like a noun, an adverb, or an adjective. To respect our elders is our duty. So, to respect our elders, that is the subject of the verb. So, subject may be a noun. So, it is working here as a noun. They like to dance. To dance, it is the object of the verb like. So, it may be a noun. It is working as a noun here. So, this is object. His hobby is to sing. Again, to sing is completing the meaning of the sentence. So, it is complement here. It may be a noun. We eat to live. What is the purpose of eating? To live. So, to live is modifying the verb eat. So, the function is adverb. It is functioning here as an adverb because it is modifying the verb. This is the time to study. To study is qualifying the noun time. It is describing time. So, this is here to study is working as an adjective. Noun is a naming word. Adjective is a describing word. And adverb modifies a verb, adverb and adjective. An adverb tells us how a thing is done, when it is done, where it is done. Okay. Now the active or passive form of infinitives. In active form, in present tense, see the tenses and see the formation. To play. We write to play. In perfect tense, to have played. So, what is added here? Have and the past participle. Present continuous, to be playing. Here we have added be or ing form. Perfect continuous, to have been playing. Again, we have added have been and ing form of the verb. In passive form, in present tense, to play will be changed into to be played. Okay. And in the perfect tense, to have played will be changed into to have been played. So, see the difference. There are infinitives with to, that pair is used, enough, WH words and it, dummy word it. The old man is too weak to stand. So, this pair is used here. It means the old man is so weak that he cannot stand. She is strong enough. So, enough is used with infinitive. Do you know how to solve? To solve infinitive and question word, WH word, how is used here? It is our duty to take care of our old parents. So, it is used with dummy word, dummy pronoun, it. And we can also say the same sentence in this way. To take care of our old parents is our duty. Next important non-finite is the gerund, a verbal noun. Why it is called a verbal noun? Because it is partly a verb and partly a noun. How? Because it is formed by adding ing to the first form of the verb. Okay? And it functions as a noun. That's why it is called a verbal noun. What is the function of a noun? Noun is the name of anything. So the example, swimming is a good exercise. Swimming, gerund, because we have added ing to the first form, and it is functioning here as the name of some exercise. So it is used here as a subject, as a noun. So this is gerund. It is used to make certain compound nouns also. For example, a walking stick, a frying pan. So frying is gerund, walking is gerund, and we have added the noun also. So it is called a compound nouns because gerund also functions as a noun. Possessive case or objective case of nouns and pronouns before gerunds. So this is also very important. Do you know what is a possessive case? What is an objective case? In my previous videos, I have told you about there are three cases: nominative, possessive and objective or accusative. Nominative is used as a subject, possessive is used as a possessive, and accusative is used as an object. I give you example: I, my, me. So my is possessive, me is objective. Similarly, there are other personal pronouns. So do you mind my or me singing loudly? My is possessive and me is objective. So both are correct, but my is formal. In formal language, we use my. Remember this. Similarly, I dislike Mohans or Mohan. Mohans, when we add apostrophe s, it becomes possessive. So, he insisted on my or me joining the party. So, possessive case is formal and me, objective case is informal. Use of the gerund. I like going on a long drive. So, going is gerund and it is used here as an object. Playing cricket is not allowed here. Playing cricket, playing is gerund and it is working here as a subject. His bad habit is smoking. Smoking is the complement of the verb is. Seeing is believing. To see is to believe. So what is the difference between the two? There are certain verbs which can be used either gerund or an infinitive. Compound gerund forms. What are the compound gerund forms? And what is the active or passive forms? Let's learn. She heard of his having got a certificate. He is desirous of being selected in the competition. So what is the gerund form of have? Having, or be, being. So these are the two gerunds in the sentences. And after gerund we have used past participle in both the sentences. So when we use past participles after have or after the gerund forms of have or be, then this is known as compound gerunds. Now the active forms of gerunds: in present tense we use working, in perfect tense we use having worked. In the passive form, being worked, in place of done I can write here worked also because it will help you to understand in a better way, or having been worked. Okay, this is the passive form of perfect tense. There are certain verbs which are used with verb plus ing, means gerund only, or generally they are used with gerund. What are those verbs? Avoid, consider, delay, deny, excuse, mind, favor, finish, imagine, involve, prevent, resent, risk, enjoy, stop, suggest. For example, she enjoys swimming. So after enjoys, I have used here gerund. Now see the two examples. I remember meeting you in the hotel. I must remember to take some money. So the verb remember is used here, but in the first sentence I have used here gerund, and in the second sentence I have used here infinitive. Why? Why I have used differently? Why? Because the reason is the meaning of the sentence. The first sentence tells us that what actually happened, and the second sentence does not tell us what actually happened. So this is the difference between the two. Common errors related with infinitive and gerund. This is very important for those students who are appearing in exams, any kind of exam, competitive exams. So they must watch it very carefully. What are the common errors related with infinitive and gerund? The first example, I regret being or to be impolite to my mother. So which option is correct? Being. Here being is suitable. I regret to inform or informing. Here to inform is correct. So certain verbs can take either a gerund form and or an infinitive form, but you have to be careful about the meaning of the sentence, sense of the sentence. I was surprised at Rams. Rams is possessive, so with possessive we use gerund form, not infinitive. You had better to join or join the company. Such expression take bare infinitive, not to join. The teacher made him stand or to stand again, bare infinitive. He asked his father to help, not helping. So I hope the sentences are clear. Next important in non-finite is participle. Participle is also known as verbal adjective. Same, it is formed by adding ing to the first form of the verb, so verbal, but it functions as an adjective. What is the function of an adjective? An adjective is a describing word. It describes or qualifies a noun or a pronoun. So participle is partly a verb and partly an adjective. It's clear. It is formed by adding ing to the first form. It qualifies a noun or a pronoun. That's why it functions as an adjective. There are three kinds of participles. Present participle like playing. Past participle, played. Past participle means third form of the verb. Perfect participle, having played. There are examples. So let's find out where present participle is used, where past participle is used, and where perfect participle is used. The creaking door, what kind of door? Creaking. Creaking is, qualifying the noun or describing door. So this is present participle. The broken chair, what kind of chair? Broken chair. Again, broken is qualifying the noun chair, describing the chair. So it is past participle because broken is the third form of the verb. And having completed, we have used here having plus third form. So this is perfect participle. And both past or perfect participle, they show the action taking place in the past. Means the action is completed. And present participle shows the action which is not complete, which is going on. So that's why we use present participles in continuous or progressive tenses. Active and passive forms of the participles. Active form in present tense, seeing. Perfect tense, having seen. We have added having plus third form. And in passive, being seen. Seeing is converted into being seen. And perfect, having been seen. And past, seen. Use of participle. He is singing, he was singing, he will be singing. It means present participle is used in progressive or continuous tenses. She has taken lunch, had taken, shall have taken. It is also used in perfect tense. The child is loved, was loved, will be loved. It is used in passive voice also. Common errors in the use of participles. Standing at the gate, an insect bit him. Children generally make mistakes. They don't understand that the participle phrase qualifies a noun. It refers to proper subject. So let's see. Standing at the gate, an insect bit him. Who was standing? The boy was standing, not the insect was standing. So here it is not referring to the proper subject. So this is wrong. Standing at the gate, he was bitten by an insect. This is the correct sentence. So here standing at the gate, this participle phrase is referring to the proper subject, he. Entering the room, the snake was crawling. Who entered the room? Snake or the person? It is not clear here, so this is wrong. Entering the room, I found the snake crawling. So this is the correct sentence. A participle must have a proper subject or it refers to. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this video. Keep watching.